Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Enyo Grappling, live from Bjj Summer Week here in Cagliari, Sardinia. My name's Daniel Strauss, and boy, do we have an amazing show for you today. We have Enyo Grappling's first ever Grand Prix, 8 of some of the top female grapplers from around the world competing for the coveted Enyo Grappling Grand Prix title, as well as a pretty cool check for €2,000. Now, before I introduce our athletes today, a quick reminder of the Enyo Grappling rule set. All matches are going to be 10 minutes long, and the judges are going to be looking primarily at submission attempts. If submission attempts are equal, same number of submission attempts, or there's none at all, only then will the judges be looking at positional control and dominance. So with that being said, let's introduce our athletes today. First off, from the USA, Maggie Lewa. From Ukraine, Irina Brodsky. From Brazil, Raquel Ferreira. From the UK, Danielle Tai. From Germany, Gami Kanif. From the UK, Hayley Carter. From Italy, Gabriella Rapetti. And from here in Sardinia, Martina Zola. Make some noise for your Enyo Grappling Grand Prix athletes.
all these matches with these amazing girls fighting.
Absolutely. So let's have a look what's happening right now. Maggie straight away. I mean, I think the main point on this match is a significant size advantage between Maggie and Irina. Irina weighed in. It's an under 70 kilo division, which Maggie had to cut a little bit of weight for. However, Irina weighing in at 55 kilos, so a really big weight difference there.
Oh my goodness. Yes. But yeah, but they are gonna do. I feel they're gonna do a great match.
Yeah, I mean, Irina definitely the underdog here, and straight away Maggie looking to tie up a Kimura here, and I mean, this is where that big strength advantage might come in hand. But you know, Irina really rocked up yesterday for the contenders, and kind of came out of nowhere, smallest competitor, kind of signed up late, quite last minute, and then absolutely destroyed her opposition. But right now in a pretty sticky situation against Maggie Lira.
Yeah, it seems pretty tight from here.
What do we think about this Americana position from inside of half guard? It's a hard position to finish from, but
it is a hard position to finish because I feel that we need a little bit more of. Oh, there she goes.
I mean, it is hard to finish, but when you've got that size advantage,
yes,
I think that's really where it plays in there. And great work by Irina for stepping up, and Maggie takes that first win.
Yes.
We have a look at the replay now on that Americana from half guard, and you're right, it's not a super strong position, but as we expected, a big strength advantage for Maggie, and as well as, you know, being a super high level black belt as well, and she's able to get the finish there.
Props to Irina, for sure.
And your winner by submission, Maggie Lira. On to our second quarterfinal match. First off, welcome Raquel Ferreira. And her opponent, Danielle Tai. So straight into our second match now. Enyo veteran in Danielle Tai. I think Sardinia is a bit of a special place for Danielle. She was here last year for Bjj Summer Week and signed up to the Polaris contender. Ended up winning the contenders and making it onto the Polaris show, and then won a match on that. So trying to repeat a similar fortune here, but against a very dangerous opponent in Raquel Ferreira. Straight into a leg entanglement here. We say Danielle is training currently. She's been known for sort of bouncing around different gyms. She looks to have that leg clear, but Raquel really going to attack there. Danielle for a long time was known for switching around quite a few gyms, but has finally found a home and settled in elite jiu-jitsu in London with Jed Hugh. So you're going to know that she's used to having her legs attacked, but a very nice toe hold here from Raquel.
Nice, good attempt from Raquel.
And Danielle doing a good job of trying to stuff it, and
She almost could escape her knee out.
Absolutely. And to remind you, the rule set we're following here at Enyo, as always, is the Grapple Fest rule set, where we are really looking for submission attempts. And speaking of submission attempts, a straight armbar there.
Armbar. Yeah, that is a great attempt too. Just need to watch out now with the head control.
Do you know what, Tata? The last Enyo show that we did, we had a weird amount of arm bars from the 50-50. I don't think I've ever seen it in a grappling show, and we had like 2 or 3 on one night.
I know, right? People have been doing more arm bars from the 50-50. It's more common to see in gi because we have a little bit more of grips control, but in no gi, wow, that's really impressive.
Danielle not able to remove the leg from that situation yet, and again another twisting footlock attempt.
Nice, Raquel is doing a good job by attacking the leg.
And Danielle's going to have a hard job getting any offensive attacks of her own off whilst still inside of this leg entanglement.
Yeah, she needs to get out first, escape the knee to start working more in attacks.
Is that another attempt to the armbar there for a second?
Yeah, Raquel is doing a good job by controlling her knee, not letting Daniel to escape.
What should Danielle be looking to do here to try and escape this position?
I think she needs to escape the knee, so she won't feel any heel hooks or toe holds and attacks anymore, and start working to maybe a leg drag. She just needs to escape the knee so she can feel more safer and secure to start working her attacks.
And she looks like she's finally cleared that knee line. And
just need to watch out with the back.
Yeah. Raquel trying to maneuver around to the back there, and Danny doing a pretty good job, and Raquel straight back on the legs.
Yeah, Raquel is doing a very good job in attacking the legs. And she got the sweep.
Now it does look to me here that Raquel is, it doesn't look like she's going to try and pass guard. I have a feeling she's going to try and sit back on those legs again.
Yeah, right. That's what I think too. She's doing a very good job though by attacking the legs, always trying to keep Danielle defending more than attacking.
Yeah, and she has been super successful in keeping Danielle on the defense. I mean, that little sniff of a guillotine for just a second, the first time that we've seen Danielle sort of even have able to think about going for a submission.
That's true. She's doing a very good job on that. Danielle now, yeah.
The Remedios just bringing them back to the center of the mat. And just under halfway through this 10-minute match. And we've got to say, it is warm in here. So these 10-minute, potentially 3 10-minute matches to win this tournament, it's going to be quite grueling, isn't it?
It will, for sure. The person has to be very ready for the heat. But
maybe a little advantage for Raquel coming out of Brazil.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because in Brazil we have the weather just like that.
This is nothing. Whereas
Yes.
I'm sitting here just covered in sweat at all times.
Yeah, and most of the venues in Brazil they don't. There is no air conditioning, so we kind of feel used to it.
My instructor used to refuse to open the door in the middle of the summer because he wanted it to be like Brazil.
Yeah, that's the closest way to feel like Brazil.
So you feel at home right now?
Yeah, I feel a little bit, yeah.
I don't. We're seeing Raquel on a straight ankle lock by the looks of it here. And Danielle, I think, looking to attack the legs as well. Don't have a great angle on this.
Yeah.
A little foot stuck in the rash guard just a little bit.
I feel that it's kind of bothering a lot Raquel. Oh, no, Danielle, sorry.
Yeah.
With the feet stuck in the rash guard. Oh, there we go.
That's quite nice of her opponent to remove that.
Right? Raquel was able to get the foot control now. Oh, Raquel, not Danielle.
It's so hard to tell what's going on with these leg entanglements, right? There's just feet and knees everywhere. A bit more of a mutual battle of the leg attacks here compared to earlier on where it was very much one-sided traffic from the Brazilian.
Yeah, I feel that is, yeah, both of them are attacking a lot now.
Another
It's kind of even.
Another twisting footlock toe hold attempt here from Raquel.
Yeah. Raquel is not wasting time on finding the submissions attempts from there.
Yeah.
She's keeping Danielle very busy.
And again, playing into the rule set where the judges are looking for submission attempts. I mean, she has racked up an unbelievable amount of them. We have seen Danielle very, very active on the UK competition scene, so it's lovely to see her out here competing against some international talent.
Yeah, that's true.
And again, Danielle getting stuck in a similar position we saw her in just at the right at the beginning of this match. 2.5 minutes left. And, you know, I think at this point, a pretty comfortable...
For Raquel to be in the position,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Pretty comfortable victory in terms of those submission attempts.
Mm-hmm.
Two minutes left in this match, and Danielle's going to have to, a little bit frustrating for her, I think, not really able to get anything off in terms of...
Yeah, in submissions attempts,
yeah.
I feel that Raquel is doing a very good job by attacking the legs and keeping them busy. I always try to fight for the submissions.
And I guess, you know, the other thing is, this is the first time we're doing a Grand Prix here at Enyo. We're very used to the super fight rule set. And there's a big difference when you know that you have potentially 2 more matches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you done? I'm sure you've done, well, obviously you've done a lot of tournaments, but which do you prefer in terms of, or what's the big differences between the super fights and the tournaments?
Let me see, like the super fights, like you have only one match, you know, like, so I think we put maybe a little bit more pressure on that because like there is no...
You don't have to do anything afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So submission, competition in bracket style, like it gives you less, it gives you this, not the same amount of pressure, but like you know that you're gonna have other rounds, you have to advance. So maybe the strategy would change.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, like trying, like giving it all in a super fight, like in a bracket style, you can like get a better strategy. Oh, with this opponent, I can do this. With the other one, like I can change new.
Absolutely, a bit of a triangle attempt there from Raquel underneath. First really non-leg lock attempt as Danielle tries to pass with just 10 seconds left. But yeah, you're absolutely right. There's a big difference in sort of strategy in terms of what you're doing because you don't want to put in so little energy that you lose the match, and you don't want to put in so much that you can't fight in 15 minutes time your second round.
Yeah.
Time.
Oh, that was time.
And that is time.
Let's see what the judges are going to say.
We can be pretty sure who's going to be taking that by decision there, but we will let the judges do that work. Judges just tallying up the scores. And great support from the crowd here at BJJ Summer Week. And your winner by decision, Raquel Pereira. Oh no, she's done it again. They did, for some backstory here, Haley did this, that exact handshake against actually our super fight.
Really?
Yeah, Emily Isles, who's going to be our super fight competitor just before our finals today. And I was told that her coach was not very happy that she was focusing too much on a funky handshake and not on the match. So she's out here in Sardinia pissing him off a little bit more.
Yeah, she's just trying to find some fun between the rounds.
I like it.
I love
like
that. It's really cool.
Gami straight away onto the back here, and a great position in the standing realm.
Oh, nice takedown.
Beautiful takedown and straight onto the back.
Other side controlled.
Haley is still a brown belt, but she has been training a super long time. Very, very well established competitor on the UK scene.
Nice. And Gami just got her black belt now in December this last year.
Yeah, relatively new, but I mean a very, very seasoned competitor. Competes all over the place. Euro no-gi champion in 2022.
And third place in no-gi Worlds 2022.
And always with a smile on her face, which is great.
Oh, nice.
Nice snap down there from Haley. Possible guillotine attempt, but Gami a little bit too quick to it.
Again,
Oh,
another
nice.
almost coming around to the back there with an arm drag and straight into a guillotine position here.
Nice, good attempt.
Almost
To
gets
the
the takedown,
back.
and Haley gives the turtle position instead. Gammy finishing in almost in a leg drag position here, and Haley straight onto the legs.
Trying to find the 50-50 position. Oh, but Gammy was quick in the escaping. Nice.
Very, very high-paced action here from these two ladies, which is more than I could say I could do in this heat, to be honest with you. It's pretty boiling. And that is the last time I'll complain about the heat, possibly. No promises.
We still have a few fights ahead.
Duck under attempt from Gammy there. I know that Haley's been working quite a lot on her wrestling, so this isn't something that you see a huge amount. And, you know, I do feel like when two people are in these wrestling exchanges, generally people can be a little bit worried of overexposing themselves. So it's really nice to see two ladies just really going for it in multiple takedown attempts and counters. Gammy again dragging Haley down into turtle position. Haley's done a great job so far of defending against the real back threat, but Gammy is pretty insistent on trying to take that back.
Yeah, that's true. Like, it's really nice. It's true. It's really nice to see the girls trying some takedowns and being very active on top. I really like to see that. And Gammy is doing a very good job by dominating her, trying to go to the back. We see that her goal might be back takes or to submit from there.
Yeah, it does seem like she might have a bit of a game plan, and I mean, might be on the precipice of executing it, as she has one hook on the, in this three-quarter mount position, but looks like she's working for the gift wrap. Not sure if she's got it, but this is a great spot to try and sit backwards to take the back from.
Just trying to force her opponent to turtle. She really wants to get to the back taking.
If you're underneath, if you're Haley in this position, what are you trying to do? What's the main things you're looking out for?
I would try to face them. Like, I would do the same thing she's doing, like by defending the back, trying to really put my back on the mat so I can start defending the guard, going to the guard game.
Possible a little head and arm choke attempt here by Gammy. I mean, the positioning of Haley's arm is definitely creating some space, but Gammy passing to mount here, and you've got to think if that head and arm choke isn't causing Haley some problems, why would she have given up that guard position so easily? So it makes you wonder a bit.
Yeah. And Gamby's putting a lot of pressure on top of the shoulders there. It's being very hard for Rayleigh to do something, to escape from there.
Strong mount position from Gammy on top, and still holding on to that head and arm position. Haley lucky to have the forearm on the inside, otherwise this would be a possibly match-ending submission locked in here by Gammy, but it looks like Gammy's still going to try and attempt it. The question is she going to try and use this to take the back, or does she feel like she has a bite on the neck?
Yeah, she seems to be having a very good opportunity to finish from there.
She seems to be attacking it more aggressively than you'd expect if she didn't think she had it, right?
Yeah, that's true. Like, I feel that if she had a little bit more of patience, like keep being there and try to make the Haley's arms escapes out, she's going to have a very tight choke from there.
Absolutely. And just over, well, a little over, almost 6 minutes into this 10-minute round, and Haley able to escape that head and arm position, but Gammy's still in a great position, and you can see her working for that gift wrap. Right arm wrapped around and controlling the left arm of Haley, and now she looks like she's got a really good route to the back here, and she goes to hit it, and Haley doing a really good job of not allowing Gammy to get those hooks.
Yeah, that's true. She's doing a very good job by defending the back. But Gammy was able to find the hooks in. Let's see what she's going to work from there.
Yeah, finally got to the back. I mean, we can pretty much call this, there we go, locked in body triangle here. Gammy's been working for the entire match to try and get to the back, and finally she does it. I mean, talk about the long game. Just putting the pressure on here, crushing that torso with the legs as she tries to break down this gripping position in the upper body. And it's going to be a serious ask for Haley to defend against that, and there comes the tap.
She got the submission.
A beautiful, controlled, measured, and strategic performance by an elite competitor.
Very
in
good
Gammy.
control Gammy
Absolutely.
did today.
We're going to have a look at some of the action here. Talk us through some of this wrestling exchanges.
Yes, that was pretty awesome to see the girls trying to really being active in the takedowns, you know, like exposing themselves, like by trying the positions, you know, because
Absolutely.
sometimes we get a little scared of trying some takedowns.
And then this is the finish here.
Nice.
And you can see just working that arm underneath the neck, and as soon as she feels like she's got it committed, and the tap comes straight away. You know, we knew that she was going for the rear naked choke, and she got it, took her time, and got that submission.
Your winner by submission, Gammy Kanev. And now for your final quarterfinal match, Gabriela Repepe. And her opponent, Martina Zola.
So we're on to our final semi or quarterfinal match between Gabriela Repepe taking on Martina Zola. I believe the first time we've seen either of these competitors on the Enyo stage, but both of them very, very established competitors. Gabriela, 11 years training, a black belt.
She got silver AGP Worlds last year. That's cool.
Yeah, super tough competition that is. And then Martina Zola, just a brown belt, but a very, very seasoned competitor. She actually had a submission victory over the current Enyo, I believe it's under 55 kilo maybe, champion Ashley Bendel. If anyone was here at Bjj Summer Week or was watching Polaris last year, we saw Ashley take Michelle Nicolini to a very, very close decision for the Polaris title. So a very, very established competitor in Martina Zola. Favors the leg locks. She trains at 10th Planet London. So you know that she's not putting the gi on anytime soon.
Yes.
You can see already both trying to get engagements on those legs.
Gabby would. Gabby did a good job by trying to go for the X guard, entangling the legs, right?
I love a bit of X guard. I feel like we don't see it enough, but on a heel hook attempt here.
Nice.
But this really is Martina's bread and butter. You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to wake up pretty early to catch Martina Zola in a leg lock.
Yeah, by doing no-gi, like they know very well how to defend leg entanglement and all this type of stuff.
It's funny, isn't it? It was 10th Planet for many years when sort of heel hooks were considered prison rules. It was actually 10th Planet who was sort of the hottest on leg locks, and now obviously everyone's doing it. So.
Right. Like the past maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
Like everyone started playing now leg entanglements and heel hooks. It's pretty cool to see, you know, like 10 Planets started,
Yeah.
and now everyone is doing it.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. Oh, back take attempt here from Martina. Oh, there she is on the back, both hooks in.
Nice job. She's going for looking for the choke too.
Can see, is that a little bit of a smother attempt there?
Yes.
I think?
Maybe she's going for the arm bar.
Yeah, looks like she's cutting off for the arm bar there, and there she has it.
Cool.
Great positioning from Martina, and I think she's going to get this finish, and there's the tap.
The tap. Great arm bar submission from the back.
Fantastic performance, quick submission for the local.
Right? To be honest, this is one of my favorite arm bar to do it.
Yeah?
It was really cool to see, yeah.
Yeah, the arm bar from the back.
Uh-huh.
They spend all their time defending the neck and they forget about the arm.
Exactly.
We saw some early leg lock attempts here from Gabriella, and here was that sort of three-quarter mount position, and Gabriella just making the mistake of turning belly down and exposing the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then that arm bar was just really, really tightly set up. Great work.
Your winner by submission, Martina Zola. We are straight into our semi-final matches. First off, Maggie Lira. And her opponent, Raquel Ferreira.
Okay, we are straight into our first semi-final matches. And we have Maggie Lira taking on Raquel Ferreira. And two very, very different matches. Of course, Maggie finishing with a submission very early, whereas Raquel had a full match, 10-minute match.
Yeah, she dominated well the match.
She certainly did, but do you think that's going to play in it? I mean, we also need to mention the fact that there looks to be quite a significant weight difference between the two, right? Let's see if I got on my notes how much.
And Maggie's already finding the half guard again.
We might see another attempt for that half guard. Americana might be a little pet move of Maggie. Yeah, a pretty significant weight advantage. Raquel weighed in at 59 kilos, so no cut in there, and Maggie weighing in at 70 kilos.
Oh, she's going to that knee bar. Nice.
Pushing the hips
from the
into
half
it.
Guard, yeah. That seems pretty tight. Oh, she was able to escape Raquel, but Maggie got the pass.
I feel like we were a little bit more worried about it than Raquel seemed underneath. She was pretty chilled about it. My knee started hurting.
She was all fine, yeah, right? She didn't express anything.
How important is that when someone has you in a submission to kind of be a bit stoic in the face and not let anything up?
Yeah, like maybe I do that every time I have like maybe an IBJJF match, you know, when you cannot express much of your like maybe pain or like emotions, because you know the referee might give you an advantage.
Yeah.
So
my favorite thing to do is when someone doesn't have a good submission, pretend like they do. Just get them excited about nothing.
That's true. That is funny to see too.
Maggie trying to roll through for a guillotine here, and
great
beautiful
pass.
way of passing the guard. Solid side control position. You've got to be thinking Maggie possibly with a Kimura attempt from here.
Yes, maybe an arm bar too. Yeah, Kimura arm
go.
bar. She's looking for the arms. Wanted to see her next steps.
A style after my own heart here. Americanas and Kimuras, and big, powerful position there. And Maggie is known, you know, for her strength and conditioning. She runs a company that focuses on that, and an extremely physical grappler, and using combining her excellent technique with incredible physicality. Raquel underneath doing a great job of freeing that arm there, but the threats are coming thick and fast from Maggie on top.
Yeah, Maggie's putting a lot of pressure on top, trying to go to the mount now.
I guess we talk about strategy, about how you're going to a little armbar attempt from underneath there from Raquel.
Nice, Raquel went straight to her leg entanglement.
Yeah, this is the position that we saw Raquel in for almost the entirety of that first match, and able to get top position here. And let's definitely expect Maggie to try and wrestle up.
Nice, Maggie doesn't want to be on bottom. She wants to get to the top. Oh, nice, Raquel pulled the guard now.
Raquel throwing up those legs and giving an over-under pass here, and I think we might see Maggie
she's
attempt that dog
gonna
bar
see
again.
again.
And once again, my knee just throbbing with pain, whilst Raquel underneath there seems cool as a cucumber, right?
Right? She seems pretty fine bottom there.
But what's nice about that knee bar, that dog bar attempt, is if there's anything that even resembles a threat, the opponent will very often allow a guard pass to alleviate that submission.
Yeah, I think like it's pretty scary when you start getting a new bar from there. And for sure, like we would be exposing ourselves. But it was a very good defense from Raquel.
And Maggie now into the mount position. Again, just imposing her will. 4 minutes into this match. And I think we've seen the pace. I feel like Maggie came out looking for a quick submission. And as she realized how tough her opponent is, she's slowed the pace down. Still really dominating, but I don't think she's in as much of a rush as she was in the first match and maybe the first couple of minutes of this match. What do you think?
That's true. I feel that too. Like she tried to go every submissions opportunity she was trying to hit. So now she's trying to dominate a little bit more her opponent, so she can like focus in a very good like submission attempt until she gets the finish. Like she's.
Because it's really difficult to you know, you put a lot of effort when you do go to attack a submission. You never want to put that effort in and then nothing come of it, because you can end up exhausting yourself a little bit and
even getting frustrated too, like by not getting the submission the way you wanted, you know, like that would change a lot the game too.
5 minutes.
But Raquel is doing a good job by defending all of Maggie's attacks.
Maggie looking to take the high mount position now, and I feel like she might be moving off. Well, she's going to struggle to move off a little bit here because you can see her legs are crossed. So Raquel's body weight is actually on her ankle. So Maggie possibly placing that there on purpose to get a really, really tight control. She's released it now. But what that can actually do is just stop you from being able to move your legs and attack anything. But continuing to try and take this high mount position. Looks like we're going to get a gift wrap to back take. Yeah. We could expect the armbar at any time as well. Great position for Maggie on top.
Very good position. Very good dominance on top.
Absolutely. Raquel, you know, doing everything right underneath there. She's trying the hip bump, the crossed ankles of Maggie underneath there. I love this from mount. I've been working mount no-gi a lot recently, and these crossed ankles underneath the underneath the glutes here is it just connects the hips so tight to the opponent. They're not able to create any space.
Yeah, that's true. When we cross the legs, putting more pressure on top of the hip is really hard to escape from there.
I can't quite see what Maggie's doing from this angle, but she's really dropping the pressure, dropping the weight here and trying to almost smother her opponent.
Yeah, maybe she's trying to find, you know, like the crossing her arm around her, the opponent's neck to go to the back, like trying to go to the S mount position.
And this is a classic way of taking the back, which is from the mount, threaten by pinning the wrist to threaten the Americana. The opponent turns to defend the Americana and you expose the back. And that's what she's doing. You can see her pinning that wrist there, trying to get back exposure, trying to tie up the gift wrap. And Raquel almost a bit of an advantage as the smaller competitor, you know, able to get the elbows on the inside a bit easier.
Yeah. I feel that it's kind of hard to submit like the girls lighter than us.
Yes.
They are so tiny everywhere, like kind of tiny space we like give, they are escaping.
Yeah,
so Maggie has to be very cautious.
If I roll with anyone smaller, that's the excuse I use. And if I roll with anyone bigger, I say that they're too big and strong. So I've got pretty much all my bases covered. Raquel's doing a good job of trying to create some frame, trying to create some space, and Maggie looking to just pin with the wrist here.
Yeah, Maggie's doing a good job by controlling her, like having all the responses for her escaping, defenses, and everything.
And at some point, when you're 8 minutes into a 10-minute match, at this point you go, it's not worth trying to go for a submission. I might as well just get the decision victory, kind of conserve my energy a little bit. What do you reckon?
Like, I think if I really wanted to get a submission, I would be trying until I get it. But it depends. Like, it's a lot of things to that we have to think about by doing that. Like, sometimes yes, for sure. Like, I have a lot of matches going on after this one, so maybe I can save my energy. But like, if you feel that you're dominating very well the match, you know, like Maggie's doing, she's doing a very good job by being always ahead of her opponent. I think I would be going, you know, to try a submission attempt. I
mean, the one thing we can definitely say with Maggie that she has not stopped trying to get a submission attempt throughout this entire match. And we even saw another attempt of the dog bar there, and she's actually really committing to a knee bar now on the left leg of Raquel Ferreira.
She wants the submission.
She wants the submission. A minute left on the clock and no slowing of the pace.
1 minute left.
Yeah. But Raquel did a good job by defending the legs. Maggie got the honey hole.
This is a strong position for Maggie Lira.
Oh, nice.
There is the
She got
finish.
the finish.
Absolute domination
Nice.
from the American, and still finishing the match with submission after over 9 minutes.
Nice.
Great performance. We'll have a look, and this is the finish there. Talk us through this finish, Tata.
It was a nice knee bar from Maggie from the honey hole position. He was pretty tight. It was really cool to see that. Like, she's really going for the submission. Like,
Yeah, changing up that strategy right at the end there.
And your winner by submission and advancing into the finals, Maggie Lira. Just going to have a couple of words with your winner and first finalist, Maggie Lira. Fantastic performance in both your matches so far. Two very different matches, very quick submission early on in the first. Talk me through that second match, because great positional dominance, lots of submission attempts, and still, knowing that you're going to take the decision, still managing to get that submission in the end. So just talk me through that match.
Yes, I watched her match before. She came out very aggressive, attacking a lot of submissions, and that's a game. So I knew for me it was going to be position over submission, especially against someone smaller. They're wiggly and easier to get out than longer legs, especially for my game. So I knew with her I would have to dominate position first. She was very good at defending, staying super tight, but I wanted to make sure I went out with the submission. So when I knew the time was short, I was like, okay, let's risk it and let's go. So happy to be able to get it done.
And you're going into the finals now. How are you feeling? It's, tough second match. It's super hot in here. It's tough. You flew in a couple of days ago, very, very long flight. How are you feeling going into the finals?
I mean, we never really know how we feel until we get to that fight, You can feel good all the way, bad all the way, and then make it happen. So fight by fight, I'm excited for the finals. Gammy's a great, great match, so I'm excited to fight her. And let's see what happens.
That's assuming she makes it to the finals. No, but we will see.
True, sorry. Whoever makes it.
But anyway, congratulations on your match and looking forward to seeing you in the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, Maggie Lira. And now for your second semi-final match. First out, Gami Kanif. And her opponent, Martina Zola.
Okay, so we have our second semi-final match coming up, and we have Gani Kanif taking on Martina Zola. Martina really impressed me in her first match there. Super aggressive, able to get a beautiful armbar submission against a black belt in Repepe, and now we have definitely a step up in competition here, and really looking forward to seeing how this one plays out.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this match. Like both of them had the submissions in the first match. Gami also had a very good control, back taking
Yes,
and to the
you're right.
back, to the choke, you know. So it's going to be very nice, exciting to watch.
Yeah, I really think that this is going to come down to who is able to force the opponent to play in their game. You know, we saw Gami very, very controlled, very measured in her approach, really, really patient in getting that submission over
That's
Haley
true.
Carter.
She was insisting a lot in what she
Yes.
wanted. That is really nice to see.
There is a 10-kilo weight difference between these two
Okay.
athletes. Yeah, Gami weighing in 68 kilos, Martina second smallest in this Grand Prix at just 58 kilos.
Yeah. You have some weight advantage that
Gami on top now, trying the knee cut past the guard here.
Martin is doing.
Oh, beautiful
nice.
attempt of almost hitting that half guard sweep, and that's another thing that 10th Planet's known for. You know, that very aggressive and dynamic half guard transitions, and yeah, beautiful work from Martina hitting that.
Yeah, she was able to get to the top position now.
Inside of the closed guard, which is never an easy position to get past. I hate the closed guard, no gi, so difficult. And look at that, beautiful.
Nice, good movement from Gami. Yeah.
I mean, it is what we've come to expect from Gami. I mean, so dynamic and so smooth, always with those movements. Trying to hit that knee cut position yet again, and she needs to watch out that she doesn't get hit with a similar half guard sweep than before.
Yeah. She has to find the underhook, so she won't be able. So Martina won't be able to get the sweep.
You can see, it looks like Gami's trying to tie up something with the head and arm here. Don't think we've seen any submission attempts in this match so far, have we?
No, I haven't seen anything yet.
Really just jostling for a dominant position, and again, Gami really trying to insist on this knee cut, and Martina trying to do everything she can to reverse position, and Gami passes the legs, Martina takes turtle, and Gami straight on the front headlock.
Martina was able to find the half guard again.
And a much better half guard position at that, and if she swept Gami with a half guard from a looser half guard, perhaps more options for her underneath her.
She was able to find the underhook again. Now she has to be,
Yeah, had to be careful there, and you see that arm coming high, and it's a three-quarter mount position, but Gami really starting to compromise the upper body and the positioning, and again, back to this head and arm. We saw Gami use this head and arm really aggressively against Haley in her last match, and I think this is a much better position to be in, and it does look like she once again is getting very, very low on this.
Yeah, she was able to really take out her Martina's wrist.
Yes.
So it's way tighter than the last match.
What do we think here? Switching to the, she's looking down on this. What do you reckon, Tata? She going to get the tap here?
She might get the tap.
It looks
If
like
not,
a great
she's going to
position,
go.
doesn't it?
Yeah, she's doing it. Yes, it looks
Martina
very tight.
really struggling with the legs here to try and find some space, and is able to tough it out and possibly exposing the back here. And
Yeah, maybe that's even what Gami wants.
yeah, we know Gami has a game plan today, and it involves taking the back. Really interesting to see her use basically the exact same path to get there with that head and arm position. Really, really threatening. You know, if she gets the tap there, then going for it. But if not, trying to use that. But Martina does a great job of regaining that half guard position.
Nice. Gami's doing a pretty tight game today. She's little by little keeping the pressure, like not letting Martina recover the full guard.
I just feel like it's a great example of one of the truest philosophies of grappling is to, just always small forward pressure. It doesn't matter how small the steps are, as long as you're climbing that ladder and wearing on your opponent the entire time, you're going to be you know, eventually good things are going to happen, right?
That's true. And she's going almost to the mount again, getting the underhook control.
Yeah, this underhook control is massive for those watching at home. The raising of this arm takes away Martina's ability to frame on the thigh and stop that knee from coming high. So taking an underhook as you pass from this three-quarter mount position is so important to stabilizing the mount once you get there.
That's true. Martina is doing a good job too, also by taking her back off the mat, like just being in the side, trying to maybe find the half guard again and defending the mount position.
We're just over halfway. We've got 4.5 minutes left in this match, and I mean, since that sweep early on, sort of in the first 30 seconds or so, it's been very much one-way traffic for Gami on top. Martina struggling to really get any offensiveness, just working very defensively. It looks very similar to Gami's last match, right?
That's true.
Some encouragement from the crowd there for the Sardinian-born Martina Zola.
Again, he's going again for the knee cut. Maybe he's going to find the head and arm control again.
We're seeing Zola go for the exact same attempt for the sweep, but it almost seems like Gami wasn't expecting it.
Yes, right.
As soon as she realized it was a possibility, she stuffed it every time since. And here's
she
the
goes
back
to the
take.
back.
Oh, straight on the neck here.
Nice.
Well, I can't quite see the angle, how deep this is, but Martina's done a great job of moving her body out of the position, and Gami not letting up this pressure on the neck as she tries to retake it.
She passed the guard now. Yeah, she did very good.
Just relentless attacking. I mean, I don't know where Gami's sparring on for the rest of the camp, but I'm going to make sure that I'm not at those sessions. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I have trained with Gami once. Like,
Yeah?
she has a pretty strong legs. Yeah, she played half guard with me. It was like super hard
Really?
to work. Yeah, she's very strong, has very good pressure. Her half guard is also awesome. I thought I was going to see some half guard from her today, but I guess she wants the back.
Yep, she wants the back today, and again, we're seeing a similar position, head and arm. Now, this is more similar in the arm position from Martina underneath that we saw from Haley with that wrist on the inside. But still,
Seems pretty tight.
it does seem tight, yeah. And again, trying to use this to get exposure on the back, to give Rap to take the back there. And now this is around about the time, it's just a little bit over, but this was around about the time that Gami got that submission in her first match. So it's interesting to compare the two and see whether she's going to finally, after, 7-8 minutes of trying, be able to secure that back position and possibly get that finish. But Martina, very, very tough from underneath, and she's doing everything right when she needs to in order to avoid the submission.
Yeah, she's not doing any other, any movements that is not necessary also to defend. So it's really cool to see, the matches. Oh, she found the head and arm again.
And she's dropping body down into the position. Martina looking pretty
get to
calm.
The pass.
Oh, she's really committing, and referee Lee Remedios having a good look there, and Martina underneath really trying to find some space. And Gami again taking the back. She gets one hook in. Is she going to sit backwards and get the second hook in?
Yeah. Martina was fast to find the half guard control again, right?
Yeah, she's done a great job defensively, but
yeah,
Gami is
still
all over her.
Still dominating, not giving her any space to try to, counter attack or anything.
You see that foot trying to slip in, that right foot of Gami trying to slip in on the inside there for those two hooks for the back. Trying to get exposure there. Martina doing a great job of keeping the right side of her hip very, very tight to the ground to not allow the right leg of Gami to slide on the inside and secure that position. I feel like with 40 seconds left in this match, I think that Martina might survive, but I mean, no doubts who the judges are going to be going a super, super dominant performance.
And just like Maggie, Gami is trying to find the submission too. Like, she's going to the end until she can try to find it. That's really cool to see.
Yes. I mean, it's going to be super exciting to see these two athletes go at it in the finals.
Oh, yes.
Almost taking the back there, and Martina just, again, doing what she needs to do to survive. Oh, switching to the arm possibly here. Still attacking that submission with 5 seconds left.
Wow.
Time!
Very good match. Very good dominance from Gami.
Absolutely. Got to hand it to Martina Zola. She's put on a great performance today in her
She
first
did.
match and surviving against an absolute savage in Gami Kanif.
Yeah, good job to these ladies. They did awesome right now.
We have a look at some of the replay here, and it was a bit of a back and forth, and then once Gami got on top, it was very much one-sided domination.
And your winner by decision and advancing to the final, Gami Kanif. I am here with your second finalist, Gami. I mean, you have put on 2 fantastic performances today. Very, very composed, very, very calculated, and really, really patient. I mean, you barely look out of breath. How's your, talk me through your sort of path to the final so far.
Yeah, I feel great, you see. Like, I mean, a little bit out of breath because Martina is still a tough opponent. We had our rematch. We just fought in Italy 2 months ago. I'm very grateful that we had another fight, but I'm really ready for the final. That's what I came for.
Yeah, absolutely. And Maggie, possibly a little bit of predicting the future there, calling you out when I spoke to her just a minute ago. How do you feel about the match with Maggie? How do you see it going?
I think it's going to be a very interesting match. I think we're both pretty strong and also very technical, so I don't know what's going to happen, but for sure I'm going to give my all, and I want to go home with the medal, the money, and the belt.
Absolutely. Well, I cannot wait to see you in the final. Congratulations once again, Gami Kanif. I am here with Lele Fronja. Lele Fronja, who is one of the founders of BJJ Summer Week. Lele, tell me why you decided to bring Enyo grappling to BJJ Summer Week.
But the other question is why no? It's one of the major women competition in Europe. It's a super event to give to all the BJJ Summer Week community, and really is improving not only the event himself of BJJ Summer Week, but also give the chance to all the women, even in Italy, to have a big shows. Why no?
And I know that you have grand plans. I believe that BJJ Summer Week is already the biggest jiu-jitsu camp in the world, I think. Is that true?
Yes, yes, it is actually. We can say yes, yes.
And you have a lot of big, ambitious plans for the future, both with the camp and with Enyo. Tell me about that.
But the community itself is choosing to have BJJ Summer Week like their yearly time and vacation, and we are hosting more competition during our event. I'm sure that next year there are going to be other competition like Enyo here, so it's a chance to improve all the community and give the chance to the people to come and train, but also to compete. So it's good for everyone, and I think that the community is giving a great support there all year. And yeah, I think that there are going to be 2 things big. One is that you are going to be again with us, and also that we are going to be here all together.
Well, it's really, really great to be here. Thank you very much for the support that you've given to Enyo Grappling to put this show on a bigger stage, and everything that you're doing for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu around the world. Thank you very much. And just before we go to the final of our Grand Prix, we have a very special super fight. So first, welcome your first super fight competitor from Canada, representing 9-9 Jiu-Jitsu, Emily Isles. And her opponent from the USA, representing United Arts, Monica Aoyang. So we have a little super fight here. We've got to give the competitors a little bit of time to rest in between the semi-final match and the final match, although I'm not sure Gammy needs any time to rest. I feel like I was more out of breath commentating than she was in a grueling 10-minute match, but
She seemed pretty fine.
I've never seen anything like it. But we do have a super fight. We have a seasoned UK veteran and a veteran of Enyo grappling in Emily Isles, and she is taking on Monica Aoyang from the USA. She came here for Bjj Summer Week, and I think yesterday or the day beforehand they asked her, hey, do you want to have a fight? And she said, yeah, why not?
Why not, right? That's cool. Come to Jiu-Jitsu in Italy and still having a super fight. That's
pretty cool,
Right?
It just goes to show sort of the attitude that a lot of these women have to Jiu-Jitsu. They're ready to take on anyone at any time, literally at a drop of a hat. And straight, Monica doing a great job, straight onto the back position here.
Right.
Brown belt, training 6 years. She's competed all around the US in gi and no gi. She has been on some super fight shows as well, so no stranger to the big stage. And immediately in a fantastic position against Emily.
She got a good control from the back. She already put one hook in.
There you go, trying to get exposure for that second hook there, and Emily finding herself in a real sticky situation very early on. Monica weighing in at 65 kilos, a little bit lighter than Emily, but I'll tell you something, I introduced myself to her earlier and it was a pretty serious handshake she gave me, so she definitely has seen the inside of a weight room a couple of times, I think. Very, from my brief interaction and from watching her sort of impose her will a little bit on a very seasoned competitor in Emily, a powerful athlete. Looking to attack that head and arm. We've seen a lot of this head and arm today, aren't we?
Right.
And this exposure of the head and arm for the back.
Yeah, the girls is working a lot, head and arm control. Like, it's really nice to see that. Like, we see more guys doing that now. The girls are like really going to it.
Now the question is really going to be, can Emily break this attacking momentum of Monica and start to get a little bit of offensiveness on her own? Because, I mean, what, within 30 seconds she had her back taken? Oh, here we go.
She was able to escape.
Yeah, good job from Emily into a half open guard position here. She doesn't want to allow Monica to free her left leg and start to utilize into butterfly guard here. And how difficult, Tata, can it be if you start a match and things don't go your way early? How difficult can it be to psychologically get yourself back into a match?
She got to the tap.
That was incredibly quick.
Wasn't
asking
really
questions
fast.
and suddenly the match is over.
I couldn't even answer your question.
Hopefully we can, well, you can tell me all about it later. Have a look at a replay there. Here it is now, and
He tries the pass and immediately. Talk me through this, Tata.
Yeah, she was able to find the kind of an X guard control, and she followed Emily's hip.
Is this like a bit like a Chow Terra straight footlock there?
Yeah, right. It was a pretty cool submission.
I mean, super fast. Great performance by Monica.
And your winner by submission, Monica Aoyang. Monica, fantastic performance. Firstly, just talk me through that match, because very, very dominant very early on. Took the back there. Emily did a great job of defending against that back attack, and then just out of nowhere, I was in the middle of talking about something completely different. I turn around and blink a second, and the submission, it's all done. So talk me through that.
So typically the ankle lock is my submission of choice, but I was like, let me give them a little bit of a show. Let me try to wrestle a little bit. And I also wanted to test out my wrestling. It's been a while. So then tried to wrestle, tried to stay up on top, but then when I knew that I was coming off the back, I was like, okay, screw it, let's go for the ankle lock.
Well, thanks for trying to put on a show for us, and you certainly did. I mean, what I love about this scenario is sort of the story here, which is you rocked up to BJJ Summer Week with no intention of competing, and they asked you yesterday to compete, and you said, hell, why not? And now you're the super fight champion. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels awesome. I'm prepping for North American ADCC trials, so I was just like, this is a good time to test out what I have. So down for it.
And could we possibly come over to the UK to compete on Enyo again? I think we'd love to see you there.
Why not?
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, your super fight champion, Monica Aoyang.
She goes in there.
Time for your Enyo Grappling Grand Prix final. First out, Maggie Lira. And her opponent, Gami Kanif. Okay, Tata, we are here for the final. I am super excited about this match. Tata, predictions?
I know I'm
Putting you
super
on the spot.
excited. I know.
What do you think?
Both of them, Maggie had all submissions.
Yes.
And Gami had the first submission, and the second one she dominated very well. I think Maggie would find submission again. She's doing a very good job by controlling and dominating all her opponents, by finding the half guard control and going for the kill. You know, so I think Maggie might find a submission again.
I think you might be right, but we're about to find out. It's going to really come down to, it almost feels like it's, both of these athletes have been so dominant in all of their matches, it almost feels like an unstoppable force hitting an immovable object. Right now, Maggie looking super comfortable in a bit of deja vu, a position that we've seen twice now, or that we've seen in both of her previous matches. She likes to play this half guard position and look to attack from here. And we were talking earlier about kind of holding a little bit in the tank still. Well, Maggie doesn't have to do that anymore. She's got, or neither of these athletes need to do that. They've got 10 minutes on the clock, and then it's all done.
This is the last match, so we might see some more action here now, right? And like I said in the first in the last match of Gami, she does a very good half guard. So I'm excited to see how Maggie is gonna handle that.
Yeah, so far Maggie on top, and a position she has a really pushing very hard. And you were saying, Tata, about the leg strength of and the half guard strength from Gami underneath, and I think we're already seeing that as Maggie, someone who's so physically strong and has pretty much manhandled her last two opponents, unable to clear this leg line at all.
Yeah, she has to escape the knee so she can start deciding to go to the half mount, or
she has cleared this leg now.
Or she wants to do the back step. Let's see what's gonna be her next attack.
And Maggie with that left arm on inside position, beautiful back step there into north-south.
Yeah, Maggie's controlling very well her Gami's hip. She has to be very cautious now because Gami is pretty active in her legs by trying to find the guard again.
And we can expect from this position, again, attacks with Kimura. Right now, Maggie is underneath the left armpit on that inside position, but if
if she allows the space and Gami takes it and brings that arm through, then definitely expect to see a far side Kimura attempt here.
Yeah, just like she did in the first match.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
And I think she attempted it in the second match as well. And
There she
the
goes.
speed on that mount take.
Nice right timing going to the mount. She's going to the mount, maybe going for the back now. Just need to have a good control of Gami's shoulder.
Almost a little bit of irony that we've seen on Gami. You know what I was about to say there, Tata. Gami has had such an obvious game plan for taking the back in this tournament so far, and Maggie trying to give her a little bit taste of her own medicine there. All we'd need for her to go
That's
mount,
true,
head and
right?
arm, and then try and take the back, and it's come full circle. Gami not able to really get any offensiveness of her own off so far. Just under 4 minutes into this match, and very much one-way traffic. No real submission attempts we've had so far, just positional domination from Maggie on top. But you know, just side control, not able to really control the mount. You know, no good attempts at the back so far. So, but you can see Maggie is really taking her time. There's no rush at all. Very different attitude to the first match and the beginning of the second match, I feel.
Yeah, I feel that the third match now, she's very well warmed and she got the submissions from the last two. She's being very cautious. But I feel that she wants to really get a good submission without like wasting any time or letting the opponent come back and trying to defend.
Yeah, you got to feel that Maggie does not just want to win this, she wants to win by submission, right?
Yes. She really wants that, all matches by submission. Gami is doing a good job trying to hook the leg to recover to the half guard, like Michelle Nicolini style.
5 minutes.
Halfway through this match now, and could we see a Kimura attempt from Maggie?
Oh,
On top here, the arm is definitely in a bit of a predicament, bit of a risky position, and Gami does a great job of regaining the butterfly guard here. Looks like she's trying to wrestle up, and Maggie takes that.
put the pressure all over on top of her again.
Yeah, a little bit of front headlock control there from half guard. And Gami underneath looks like she's trying to get into a deep half guard position, try and get underneath Maggie to really try and control that base. Maggie has such a strong base, such a strong position.
Very good control in the half guard.
Going for a chin
And
strap there.
Yeah, and she feels very comfortable in there too, like controlling the situation. Like even if Gami is trying to attack from the half, going to the deep, Maggie is doing a good job from there.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, I feel like there we go, underhook here from, oh no, she tries to get the underhook and Maggie fights back on the inside there. We're seeing a little bit of a different Gami than we've seen in the past. She's frustrated underneath this position. Gami usually so, you know, she's a really bubbly, very smiley person, but you can see, I mean, really has that pressure being put on her by Maggie.
Yeah, she might be feeling Maggie's pressure. Maggie plays very well in the half guard control. Maggie's trying to find the double underhook so she can go to the mount safely.
Yep, I feel like she might free that knee and pass into the mount. She's got 3 minutes to play and she is grinding on Gami the entire time. I mean, we do have to say, however, Gami seems to have some sort of superhuman cardio. I still can't believe how
well she is.
After that second match was just unbelievable. So I don't think that Maggie is going to sort of wear her out. I'm not sure if that's possible. But she's definitely trying to. Gami not giving up without a fight. Back in the butterfly guard now.
Yeah. Maggie doesn't want her to stand up, you see.
No, relentless forward
She's-
pressure from Lira on top.
Oh, she got the half guard, coyote hook.
Oh, this is a great position. If she can connect her hands here and try and sweep, she goes in one direction, try and shift the balance to the opposite direction. But again, the base of Maggie just so
Right?
solid.
Even her reserve seems pretty strong on
Yeah.
top of her shoulder, of Gammy's shoulder.
Gammy's in a great position here. She's got the foot and loses it. I mean, you're going to
She
imagine.
found the look, the half guard control.
Oh, she might get the sweep here.
She's
We're in a dogfight. The crowd getting behind these two athletes. 2 minutes left. And Gammy goes for the sweep. And it looks like for a second she's about to get it. But the base of Maggie Lira too strong.
And she was unable to find the underhook behind Maggie's knee to do the rotation.
Yeah. But you love to see Gammy, despite the one-way pressure from Maggie, is still fighting back. And she almost gets top position. Great guard recovery, though.
Yeah. Maggie's doing a very good job by controlling the half guard.
And look, we're talking about the cardio, and it seems like Gammy's starting to come into this match a little bit more as we get to the last minute. I mean, we're seeing more success, close sweep attempts, and she goes for it again. But again, the base of Maggie on top, too strong.
It's too strong. Her hips must be very heavy. And she's going to find the over-under pass.
Yeah, she's been utilizing this.
Oh,
Kimura grip attempt here from Gammy, and Gammy is just, I mean, you cannot ask for more from someone to be in this position, to be down on the scorecards, no doubt, and still with, you know, a minute left on the clock, fighting with everything you got.
yes. They seem very well prepared.
Oh, yeah.
Nice passing from Maggie.
30 seconds left in this match. Gammy with all her might trying to find some space here and coming up short.
Maggie doing her best also to keep in the side control, trying to find the submission.
Back to the feet here, 15 seconds on the clock, and I think we're going to go to a judge's decision. And I think we know which direction it's going to go, but you've got to hand it to both these athletes for absolutely pushing the pace. A little knock to the head here, and it is time anyway.
Very good match from both of these ladies.
I think a little accidental knee or elbow in the scramble there. Luckily right at the end of the match, so not really affecting the match too much, and hopefully Gammy's all right. If we're really lucky, she might even be a little bit out of breath.
Yeah.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
She doesn't look...
Literally doesn't look like it.
She doesn't look
Does she?
tired.
I've never seen anything like
I don't
it.
think so. I think she's ready for one more match.
And there you go, great show of sportsmanship and a big smile on the face of Maggie Lira. I think she knows that she has done exactly what she needed to do. As the scores are tallied up from our judges. And your winner by decision and new Enyo Grappling Grand Prix champion, Maggie Lira! Maggie, I'll give you a couple of seconds to catch your breath there. A fantastic match. You've had a great run. I mean, just so dominant the entire event. You really have looked fantastic. And the toughest match of the day for sure against an incredibly durable, I mean, I don't know. The fact that she seemed to get more energy in the last 30 seconds, couple of minutes is just unbelievable. So talk me through that match and just give me your thoughts on it.
No, she made that match really, really hard, obviously. any tournament, submission only or not, we want to come in here and submit. You know, but at the end of the day, it's our job to win as well. You know, and there was a lot of things if I would have opened up on, I could have ended up in a bad position. So as much as I wanted to do more, you know, we can't be perfect every time. And I'm happy with the result regardless, especially against a very, very game component. Like you said, I feel like her energy just kept building. So it was an amazing fight.
Absolutely, and I always have to ask the question when someone wins a chunk of cash, and if the answer is going to be invest it, make up something more exciting, what are you going to do with the $2,000?
I mean, I just opened a beautiful gym, and we need mirrors so we can take selfies, right? You can't go to the gym without proof. So for my family back at home, they've wanted mirrors. So guys, we're getting mirrors in the gym.
That's one of the best answers to that question. Mirrors are coming, paid for by Enyo and Bjj Summer Week. And finally, before I let you go and enjoy the rest of the week here, what do you have coming up? What tournaments, if any, are coming up?
I'm super happy to be back competing again. The last 6 months I've been in coach mode. My rugby team went to nationals this year. I know they're watching. Congrats, guys. I was working with Amanda Nunes for her retirement fight, and she was able to win that. My husband's had a lot of success, so I've been in coach mode, so I'm excited to get back. I'll do Nogi Pans, ADCC Open, Nogi Worlds, and then ADCC Trials. So I'm planning to keep this run going.
Well, fantastic performance. You're certainly in athlete mode right now. Ladies and gentlemen, your Enyo Grappling Grand Prix champion, Maggie Lira. Thank you very much on behalf of myself, Daniel Strauss, my co-commentator, Tata Ribeiro, everyone at Enyo Grappling, and indeed everyone at Bjj Summer Week. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for coming to watch, and we look forward to seeing you next year. We have Enyo 5 coming to you from Southampton once again in November. Cannot wait to see you guys there.